John Jones starts off. How are you doing, you? Sorry. Oh, Ali, go on.
Feels like 2 steps forward, a big leap back today. What would you make of it?
Yeah, absolutely agree. That was very disappointing. It was a bad performance. Frustrating because I think the last 3 games were good on performance and result, and they're normally linked. And you can lose a game, but if you lose a game like this, that's the frustrating part, of course. I think every game until the 1-0 goal, I think it was a little bit back and forth for both teams. Half transition both ways. And then after the first goal, I think we lost structure and were more disjointed. And then the 2-0 goal killed the game off. Basically not in the game after that, in my opinion. And that's part of keep the structure, keep the game plan, keep going, keep doing the right things. So that's definitely... it's not the first time we've seen that. This year, last year, whatever. That's something that's ongoing work in progress before we be more consistent in that. Of course, doesn't help that we made 2 mistakes with the first 2 goals. But again, that can happen in football. So we just need to keep doing the right things. So everything looks the right way. And then on top of that, we decided to throw the ball away at least 25 times. So we can't hit each other 25 times. That's going to make it difficult for you to create anything or to win a game.
Thomas, you said before the game that you want to see more aggression, you want the team to be aggressive, be brave, be offence-minded, which is something you've said on a regular basis. The team only had 1 shot on target in the end. I mean, does it feel like the players aren't sometimes taking it on board?
No, I think it's very simple. If you don't perform, you can say all the right things. If you're a little bit out of sync, then you see things like this. When you are on track and in sync, you see the last 3 performances. So that's very simple. If you perform, you keep doing the right thing, then it makes it easier, of course. And then I just think the little small thing that is difficult. We win together, we lose together, but I can't pass the ball on the pitch. So if you lose the ball 25 times, I think it's fair to say that it's pretty difficult to create something.
Does that come into, when you're 2-0 down, you make 3 subs, one of them's Ben Davis, one of them's Joao Pedrinho. I think a lot of the fans are hoping for attacking players, but is that part of the reason? Because you're looking for more of a keeping the ball at that point?
No, I think we had 4 offensive players on the pitch. I think that's fair to say. So I felt that just to go back to the bits before where I say we're disjointed. So if you're disjointed, you can have 11 offensive players on the pitch. It will not help. So you need to be be jointed or in sync, and then it helps, and hopefully you can find your way back after that.
With Archie Gray's mistake, is that something you hope obviously will learn from as a young player?
Yeah, it's that happens. I've said before, mistakes happens. That of course I'll be irritated about because you would like to avoid it, but he will learn. I think it was as a classic thing you see week in, week out, is ball playing to one of the 2 sitters, bounce it up, first touch, not take a touch. He will learn from that. I'm pretty sure we'll use 1 touch next time.
No issue with the goalkeeper with that, man. That's
No.
how you want your team to play.
I think you see that every week in the Premier League, from every team, all over the world. So there's no problem with that.
Thomas, you're always a very calm and measured manager in these press conferences after bad results. Are you a bit different in the dressing room with the players, or is it the same kind of...
I think I do everything to control my emotions, which is a hurricane inside me, because of course it's deeply frustrating that we are not doing better today after 3 good performances. I think it's extremely important to be calm and measured, and of course have very, very direct and clear messages at the right time, so they're not in doubt of what I think. And very honest about where we are. That's why I was also very honest today. It was a very bad performance. No 2 ways about that. But also know that to change this will take some time, because you can't. No one want to hear about that. It's just reality. I think the one who have followed the club and the team, I think it's fair to say there's been a few not too consistent performances, and that's the thing we are working very hard on.
Did you have any issue with Jay? He seemed to come off and throw his jacket about a bit?
You're the third one that said that to me today. I didn't see it. Of course, I will look it back to be aware of it. I think there can be 3 reasons. He can be disappointed with his own performance, the team's performance, disappointed with snubbed off, and I will ask him about that.
Just more generally, it feels like people would understand the kind of up and down results a bit, but it still feels like the floor of this team is very low, right? Do you agree with that?
The what's
the floor is in.
Oh, the floor. Yeah. I think that is a fair assessment, unfortunately, and that's something we need to work very hard on. That these setbacks can't affect us that much, because I actually think I'm pretty sure when I watched the game, when did we concede the first goal? 28. I think pretty sure when I watch it back, it's probably not that bad until the first goal. So it can't be one goal that then make it so disjointed for 50 minutes. Just okay, it happened, and you can have a day where it's not perfect. How many games have you seen where it's not perfect, and then you find your way into it, and then you maybe win. You draw 1-1 or you win 2-1 second half, where you eat your way into it. So that's just an ongoing work we need to work so hard on.
It's a mental thing, more than that.
I think it's a combination of mental structure, coolness, stick to the game plan. There's a focus.
So you've got kind of obviously you're trying to bed in all these new ideas, but you're at a club that maybe the average kind of time span of managers hasn't been that long. Do you feel that you'll get time to put everything you want into place?
I can't see why not. I think it's pretty evident that if no one gets the time, no one can turn this around. This is not a quick fix.
Thomas, the Christmas and the New Year is always a hectic schedule. How do you look to navigate this in the next coming weeks?
First and foremost, we have, I think, finally a more or less full week going into Liverpool next time, and then after that we have 8 days into, can't remember, was this Crystal Palace thing? Can't remember. So that gives a little bit of time to train and try to get on top of some of these things. That's also the challenge. Is no complaints, just a fact. When we try to change things with very short time between games, it's just a little bit more tricky. But we need to utilize the time the next 2 weeks massively, and then we have 5 games in short amount of time.
Thomas, are you expecting Matt Wells to still be at the club?
There's definitely a few rumors about that. We will, how can you say, when we know if that will happen or not happen, we will announce something. That's what I'm saying.
Thomas, do you think you spoke there about keeping your composure and being calm? Do you think the players did that well enough in general when we had the Jed incident? And I felt like there were a couple of times you were telling Pedro to calm down as well. Why do you think that seems to be a bit of an issue?
I think that's 2 small situations. I think in general, no matter what, I think to have that coolness on the pitch and relentless concentration and focus, that's a big thing of being a top team.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys.